Have you ever faced a challenge so big it felt impossible, like a giant standing in your way? Well, today's story is about a young boy who faced the biggest giant of all, literally. This is the epic tale of David and Goliath, a story of courage, faith, and the underdog who changed history. Across the battlefield stood Goliath, a massive warrior over 9 feet tall. Every day he'd shout at the Israelites, "Send someone to fight me. If they win, we surrender. But if I win, you all become our slaves." Enter David, a young shepherd boy who wasn't even a soldier. He'd just come to bring food to his brothers. But when he heard Goliath's taunts, something inside him stirred. They laughed. "You, fight Goliath. You're just a kid." But David remembered something important. King Saul offered David heavy armor, but David said, "No thanks, I fight differently." Instead, he grabbed his sling and 5 smooth stones. But David didn't back down. One shot, that's all it took. The giant fell and the enemy army ran in fear. David's secret: he knew the battle wasn't his, it was God's. He didn't need armor or an army, just faith and the courage to act. So next time your giant feels impossible, whether it's fear, doubt, or a big challenge, remember, David, it's not about your size, it's about the size of your faith. Here are 5 key moral lessons from the David and Goliath story, presented in a simple, relatable way. Some take-home lessons from this story. 1. Faith over fear. David trusted God more than he feared the giant. Lesson: when faced with impossible odds, faith can overcome fear. David didn't focus on Goliath's size, he focused on God's power. Today's application: whatever giant you're facing, failure, rejection, illness, faith can help you stand firm. Second, God uses the unexpected. A shepherd boy defeated a warrior because God doesn't need the strongest to win. Lesson: God often chooses the unlikely, the small, young, or overlooked, to do great things. Your weaknesses don't disqualify you. Today's application: don't underestimate yourself or others. God can use anyone willing to step up. 3. Preparation meets opportunity. David didn't just pick up a sling that day, he'd practiced for years protecting sheep. Lesson: his ordinary skills, like using a sling, became tools for victory. What you're doing now might prepare you for later. Today's application: be faithful in small things. They could train you for bigger battles. 4. Reject others' doubts. Soldiers laughed at David, but he didn't let their fear become his. Lesson: people may doubt you, but their limits don't define your potential. Today's application: surround yourself with encouragers and ignore the naysayers. 5. Victory starts in the heart. David's courage came from knowing God was with him, not from weapons or armor. Lesson: true strength isn't in tools or talent, but in trust. Today's application: before facing any battle, check your heart. Who am I relying on? Your giant is no match for your God. God builds your willingness, an unstoppable combo. Don't fear the size of the problem. Trust the size of your God.